Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk's predictions video. I am your host Boyze, and I have the predictions for both me and Mr. J for the last pay-per-view of the year, TLC. So let's get straight on with it. First match we're looking at is the Steel Chairs match between Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio. Like I said in the SmackDown review, I'm hoping that we get to see a psychotic Randy Orton in this match, mainly because he was bloody brilliant against Jeff Hardy in the Hell in the Cell, and I really want to see that happen again with Rey Mysterio. But we both agreed, because it's Rey's first pay-per-view since re-signing with WWE, it has to go with the man himself, Rey Mysterio. So both me and Jay are going with Rey. Next match we're looking at is the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. The winner will get a all-inclusive holiday, and both winners will get a number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. So for the women's and the men's, this is going to be Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox taking on R-Truth and Carmella, who are the Fabulous Truth. Both me and Mr. J agreed this is kind of going to be either the kickoff show type of match. We're kind of hoping it is, because TLC looks really good right now, and this is the one match which we're not really bothered about. Yes, it has implications to Royal Rumble, which is very important, but it just doesn't seem to be taken that serious with it being a mixed match challenge. So we both agreed we're going to go with the Fabulous Truth, mainly because we love the 7 seconds dance break, which you know is going to get involved in the match in some way, and we both like R-Truth, so yeah. Next match we're looking at is for the Cruiserweight Championship. This is Cedric Alexander taking on the current Cruiserweight Champion, Buddy Murphy. Now, yet again, there's nothing much we can really say here, but me and Jay have gone with the same superstar yet again, and it's Cedric Alexander. We think that Buddy Murphy's done a good job as Cruiserweight Champion, but Cedric Alexander just felt like an awesome competitor, has been holding the championship. So I think it'll be great for him to win it back and maybe have a triple threat match at WrestleMania between Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championships on the main card itself. So I'm hoping this is the case, and so is Mr. J. Next we're looking at Elias versus Bobby Lashley. This is a ladders match, which pretty much means a guitar will be on top, and the first person to grab it can use it as the weapon as well. So this pretty much seems like a very WCW type of match, but I can see Elias really winning this. So can Mr. J. Bobby Lashley will probably be the one who gets the guitar, but it'll probably be Lio Rush who gets involved too much, which costs Bobby Lashley the victory. So yeah, we're both going with Elias, but we reckon Bobby Lashley will be the one who gets the guitar first. Next match we're looking at is Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. This is the first time we have not agreed, and I have gone with the Scottish Terminator himself, Drew McIntyre, and Mr. J has gone with Finn Balor, pretty much stating that even though we know the heels are on a hot run on Raw, well, they're not on a hot run, it's just been absolutely boring, but we just feel like TLC being the last, pay-per-view of the year, Mr. J thinks the faces are going to win. Me, on the other hand, I can see him really pushing Drew McIntyre to the sun right now, so I think Drew's going to win. Jay reckons Finn, because Finn needs the big push more. We'll have to wait and see. Finally, we have one we don't agree on. Next up is the tables match, where we see Natalya taking on Riott. We both agreed this has probably been Ruby's best feud since she's been brought up to the main roster, and we both agree she's done a fantastic job. She's probably done a better job than Natalya herself in this feud. Let's not forget, this whole feud started with Ruby Riott breaking Natalya's late father's sunglasses. So that stupidity's involved. But yeah, we both agree. Well, Jay went with Ruby Riott. He expects that Ruby will get the victory because she's done such a fantastic job with the the promos and everything else with Natalya. I think they're probably going to go for the feel-good factor in this one, where obviously Natalya got put through a table thanks to the Riott squad. I think Natalya's going to get the victory this time round. Next up is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, which is a triple threat match between the Usos, the New Day and the Bar, which should have been the ladders match. Sorry, Elias and Bobby Lashley, but we all know it should have been. But yes, it was really difficult because all three teams are bloody brilliant, and we both agreed that SmackDown's tag team division is miles better than what Raw's given us, and you can tell that because Raw isn't even having anything to do with their tag team division at pay-per-views right now. So we're going separate ways yet again. Mr. J has gone for the Bar to retain. I am going for my boys, the Usos, to take the titles back. I think they've been absolutely brilliant throughout a year, and that yet they deserve to hold the titles closing 2018. Next up, we're going to look at the Raw Women's Championship match, where we'll see Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship match. This is probably one of the other matches we're not 100% caring about. No offense to both Nia and Ronda, it's just, let's be honest, the SmackDown Women's division is probably like 10 times better than what we're getting on Raw. Pretty much everything on SmackDown is 10 times better than what we're getting on Raw. But this in particular, this feud doesn't feel exciting at all. It's Nia's now heel, Ronda's just the typical. Ronda's OG, but I'm hoping something happens, like Alexa Bliss gets involved or Tamina, and it costs Ronda the match. Both me and Jay agree it's been fine, Ronda holding the title, but it's just not been entertaining. So we're both going for Nia for a shock heel victory. Next up, we're looking at the SmackDown Triple Threat TLC match between Charlotte Flair, Asuka and Becky Lynch. Yet again, we're going to go separate ways. Jay has gone for Charlotte Flair, saying that she's going to break Trish Stratus's 7-time record and finally become the first woman to hold a women's champion 8 times. I, on the other hand, I'm going with Asuka to get her first women's championship. I think it's going to be the shock victory and it's going to be the feel good one, and it allows both Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey to take each other on at WrestleMania as well, which we're kind of hoping we do get in some way. To be honest, I wouldn't be upset if Becky retains, and I think Jay's in the same boat as me, but right now we're both going Charlotte and Asuka. We think the champ is going to lose the title, but it's not going to halt her momentum. Next match we're looking at is another TLC match, and it's Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. If Baron Corbin wins, he becomes the full-time GM of Raw, and if Braun Strowman wins, he will get his Royal Rumble match against Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. You remember that title, the red title that's never on Raw? You know, that one which is supposed to be at the same level as, you know, the WWE Championship. No, I don't remember it either, guys. But apparently it exists. Apparently it does exist. It's with a guy called Brock Lesnar. I know I've never seen him either. But yes, we both agree. Braun Strowman's going to come out. They're going to count to 10. Braun comes out just before the count finishes, and he gets the victory. But yeah, we just can't wait to see Baron Corbin's face drop when Braun Strowman does arrive at TLC. Next up is the match which we both kind of agree could be the match of the night. It's for the Intercontinental Championship match. It's Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Seth obviously had the TLC match on Raw this week, and he put on a hell of a performance. For me personally, I am going to go for Dean Ambrose. I think Ambrose is going to win the title. Then Dean and Seth are going to have a bit of a feud until Seth is ready to go on for the Universal title at some point. Jay has gone for Rollins. He thinks Rollins is going to retain, but the feud is going to continue anyway up to Royal Rumble. So both agreeing that the feud is going to continue. It's just going to be that, you know, we both didn't agree who's going to hold the belt afterwards this match. Last but not least, the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus the current WWE Champion, the new Daniel Bryan. Again, we both went completely different options here. I reckon it's going to be AJ Styles who who's going to lose. I think AJ is going to lose again by getting kicked in the nuts in some way, because AJ never remembers to wear a cup, it seems. So I'm going with Daniel Bryan, and Jay is going with AJ to win back the WWE title. He stated that AJ's had a fantastic year holding the title, but it's time for him to, he wants the year to end with AJ holding the title. I can't disagree with that option. AJ has been absolutely brilliant being a WWE champion, but I think the new Daniel Bryan gimmick is really working, and I think this could really elevate Daniel Bryan as the biggest heel on SmackDown Live. And there you go, guys, that is our predictions for TLC 2018. But what are your predictions? Leave them in the comments below, guys. If you do like our videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell to keep notified. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do it. It's at SmackTalk YouTube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Boyze88. And if you want to follow Mr. J, it's LJ at Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time on SmackTalk Wrestling Reviews.